People live their whole life with the same mindset. They have been programmed. Wake up, repeat, work to survive, chase comfort, avoid pain, blame others, not themselves. Stay around average and become average. Most Americans are in debt, divorced twice, and overweight. What are we doing here? My name is Artem. I changed my life in 6 months just by changing my mindset. I'm gonna share 4 mindset shifts that changed everything for me. The 4th one, that's the game changer. Stay till the end. Think about it. What do you want to be known for? What do you want people to think when they hear your name? How much do you want to have? Okay, here's an example. Here's mine. I want to be the hardest working, the most disciplined person in the room because I want my future kids to be proud of me. I want to be their role model, their superhero. That means having a strong relationship with God and family and making sure all their needs and wants are taken care of. Being shark in the business and being leader for others. Write here in the comments. I actually want to see who you want to become. Now, here's the thing. All my life goals are getting accomplished even right now, even as I'm recording this video. I know what I want, and that urge is 24/7. It doesn't let me to get distracted. It doesn't let me procrastinate for long. I cannot just stay distracted because of what I told you, who I want to become. It gives me that mental boost that never stops, and I'm too young to chill. Let's work. Anyways, do I get distracted? Yes. We live in a time when it's the easiest to get distracted. Correct. Social media, short videos, other things, all of it. But that's also the reason why it's the easiest to get successful. Because everyone else is distracted. When you know who you want to be, it leads to action instead of procrastination. I get it. Some people have no idea what they want. And some will say, I just want to get rich, bro. Okay, you're cool. But what are you actually doing to get there? That's where the next mindset comes in. Because being disciplined means nothing if you're doing it wrong. Let me explain. Be the most disciplined in the room. That's the biggest flex. Not the car, not the watch. Discipline. It's not built in one day. It's not built by one workout. It's not built by not going out one day. Discipline is the most perishable skill. If you don't use it every day, it's over. Now here's my story. At 16, I went all in the gym. Not for abs, not for girls, for discipline. My physique was never a priority. My discipline was and still is. And for a while, it worked. Then I got results, started getting attention from females, got distracted big time. I forgot my purpose for a second. Diet went down, gym went down, started living the average life. I hate even thinking about it. Then a friend of mine reminded me, the thing that I'm doing before God and who I actually want to become, not right. It actually woke me up. That's when I moved across the country to do construction, to humble myself first, and second, to build discipline again. 15, 16-hour shifts, waking up at 3 a.m., gym, Bible, construction work, sleep. No dopamine. Just books and business courses. Expanding my knowledge. It was about for 4 months. That was cool. Here's what I learned. It's very easy to get distracted. But once you lock in, you can achieve some great things. Here's the problem. Just be disciplined, bro. That's not a bad advice, but it's not complete. You can be the most disciplined person in the room, the most ambitious. If you're building the wrong thing, the wrong business, you can fail. You can lose long-term by choosing the wrong vehicle. Which brings us to, I learned this the hard way when I got betrayed. Here's what happened. If you've never had a business before, start with something you're passionate about. Something you actually like, because you're probably gonna fail. Not that long ago, I failed my first business. The system was great. Everything was organized. We actually closed a client in the first 2 weeks. Big number. Then I got betrayed by my business partner. And after the betrayal, I got scared. That was the second mistake. The whole business crashed. There was no foundation left. I'm grateful for it. I will never repeat this mistake again. Now I know how to handle legal stuff, how to protect myself, how to do everything correctly. And it helps my business today. Kevin O'Leary himself says that young people should fail in the business.
2/3 will never do it.
2/3 will never do it.
You might as well do it when you have less burdensome risk, like a mortgage and a family. You might as well do it in your 20s. You're going to fail the first time, maybe the second, maybe the third. You only need one success.
Very few people find their thing the first time. Maybe 0.001%. Alex Hormozy failed like 9 businesses before one took off. Another hot take. In your 20s, you don't need to find yourself. You need to build yourself. I love this one. It's all about risk tolerance. I've risked everything a couple of times already. Nobody knows. The stakes aren't that big, but I will sleep in my car if I had to. Now, if you find the right vehicle, you sell to people with money, and you know you can win long term. Examples would be businesses with consistent demand, like cleaning services, digital marketing, landscaping, real estate, health cleaning, healthcare clinics. Congratulations. Stick with it for 20 years. Don't look at distractions. You'll win. Hey Artem, why don't you start that business? Most of these require upfront capital. That's why they're not that easy to start. Here's the bad example of a bad business vehicle. Local newspapers. This business is dead. Here's the mindset I would tell my younger self. Other people's opinions don't matter. Yes, I know it's cliche. Go take the risk. Go fail. Make people laugh. I like this one. Lose that business. You will learn way more than you have ever learned before. Because in 10 years, nobody's gonna laugh at us. Now, let me be honest. One of the reasons I'm making this video is for myself. When I get successful, I'll just repost it, and I think it's gonna be cool. But everything I've said to this point won't matter if you don't do this one thing. This is the mindset that separates winners from everyone else. You already know who you want to become, you're already disciplined, you're already a risk taker, you have the right business idea, and none of it matters if you cannot keep promises to yourself. Here's my secret. I play a simple game every day. I set small promises, like, all right, Artem, I'm gonna work for 4 hours straight nonstop today. When I keep that promise, I earn points in my head. My brain notices. It rewards me with that confidence. But when I break that promise, I don't work for 4 hours, I lose points. My brain stops trusting me. My self-belief drops. That's how you build a real self-belief. Keep the promises you make to yourself every day. Every time you do, you said you would do, you prove to yourself you're reliable. That trust you build with yourself, that's where the confidence shows. Alex Hormozi, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all of them got laughed at when they started. If someone tells you, hey, you're working too much, oh, you're trying too hard, that's the point. You are on the right path. We both are. Most people avoid changing anything for the rest of their lives. They stay in the same position forever. Don't be most people. If you don't know who I am, my name is Artem, and here's the video you can watch to know me a little bit better. Thank you. If you could subscribe, like, that would be cool. If not, it's fine. Thank you, Artem Klass. Creating thumbnail process. Now this might not be the thumbnail for this video, but one of the versions, you know? Or just... Alright. That's enough.